Many times when people are single, they don't take that time out to examine themselves why they're single. Not condemn yourself, but examine yourself. Because a lot of times what you think you bring to the table, you don't. A lot of times what you bring to the table is what's causing you to be single. It's not always the person that you're looking at because you're looking in the wrong glass. We ought to look in the mirror and examine ourselves. Sometimes we need to take a break because we're moving too fast. Sometimes a break is given because we mishandle what has been sent or given to us. And another reason why we may be single is because we need time to be with God. Instead of always trying to display what you want others to see and then the real you show up, or always trying to look for someone to be what you want them to be, when you try to control and manipulate and intimidate and do such things to win someone over. And when the real mask comes off, then you're still left standing by yourself, or you're left standing with somebody that you don't even know. And many times people haven't taken the time out to get to know themselves in order to know why they keep ending up that way, why they keep choosing the same spirit with a different face, why they keep chasing a similar spirit with a different face, because the common denominator is us in our search and our choosing. So when the man who searches for the woman, because the woman should not be searching for a man at all, but the man that searches for the woman has to first realize that what they're searching for and what they're looking for may not be always what they'll get. And when you get something that you aren't looking for because you enjoy the chase, you enjoy the cat and mouse because it's in a man's nature to hunt, it's in a man's nature to pray, it's in a man's nature to seek, it's in a man's nature to go after what they're looking for, after what they want. But see, a man most of the time is visual, so they go by what they see. And when they go by what they see, that's eye candy, and it tickles and it aids to the lust of the eyes and the lust of the flesh and the pride of life. So when we learn that as a man, take time out and examine yourself why you are interested in the type of women that you're looking at. Half of the time, many of the women have no common denominations, no common denominator, no common thing but just being a woman. You might look for a black woman, an Asian woman, a white woman, a woman with big breasts, woman with big butt, woman with legs, a woman with this or that, a woman with a car, a woman with a house, or whatever type of woman that you're looking for. But that might not be the type of woman that you need. And so when they don't meet your need, then there's a problem. Then you form this image in your mind that you will never get. So then you resort into control and manipulation and intimidation, and or just don't want them no more. And then you back on the seek to another woman. Either you'll let her go or you'll try to still hold on to her while you're yet in search of another. Now, for as a woman is emotional. They think with their their heart and they love, and they go by what you say. Even when you say and whisper sweet nothings, they tend to fall for it no matter how much the fight is. If you say it long enough, you will wear her down, and or you will push her away, because that pricks an emotional thing in her heart with someone else has already done. So she goes by what you hear. And then later on, as our heart and her mind begins to battle between what she hears and what she feels and your actions, after a while, then you may not be so deep in her heart. Because a woman's heart is like a vault. Once you're in, you're in, and once you're out, you're out. And when you continue to break promises and you keep on tending to put her down and let her down, or try to make her something that you want to be when she has conformed because she loves you, then she can eventually move on or to stay in it and be miserable. And at another time, we have to learn to know what we're seeking for and know what God has for us. Because what God has for us is for us. And sometimes it's not always what we want. He will give us what we need. And sometimes we need somebody in our life to help us to change. Not that we ought to change for them, because when you change for somebody, you revert back to the person that you was when that person is no longer in your life, or when that person has broken your heart, or when that person has left you, or when you no longer find favor in your eyes for that person. So you tend to revert back to that person you was because you didn't change for yourself and you didn't change to better the relationship. You actually changed for the person. So we have to examine ourselves and find out, why is it that we keep choosing the same type of person? Because there's something that lies within us. Because we're making the choice. We're making the search. We're making the seek. We're doing the things that keep attracting the same spirit, but in a different face.